Hi guys, welcome back. And in today's session, we are going to learn how to launch a Windows server from AWS EC2 console. So first we need to go to the EC2 services that we can directly go from the recent services or we can go from the search options. So we just click on here and EC2 dashboard will be appear, and in this dashboard we can see the couple of options like how many instances are running, how many instances we have, the load balancer if we have defined, if we have the security groups, how many key pair, and if we go bottom we can see the what region we are in now and how many availability zone we have. Okay, so let's go to the launch instances, and here we can see the couple of options we have, like we have the AWS, Amazon Linux, we have the Ubuntu server, we have the Windows, and we have the couple of options. So in this session we will learn how to launch a Windows server. So just click on any Windows free tier eligible account. Sorry, here. So in this section we can select the family type. So family type is only applicable for free tier account is T2 micro, and that is provide 1 CPU and 1 GB memory. So let's go to the next. And in the configuration details we can see that how many instances we need to scale up. So currently we are just launching one, and what is the network? So it is the default VPC for that region, and if we define a particular subnet we can select from here. So we just by default whatever the selected at the randomly, and this is the option of shutdown behavior we can learn in our next session. So let's click on the next, storage. So by default we are free tier account, we are only eligible for 32 GB, and here this is already defined here. Let's go to the next. Just add the tag here, provide the name, server name, whatever the things you have to define here. Just click on the next configuration. This is the security configuration. So if you have the existing you can select one, or otherwise you can create the new one. So by default RDP protocol that is used for Windows server, and this is the port is 3389, and 0.0.0.0 means it can be accessible from anywhere. We just adding one more rules for HTTP and one more rules for HTTPS. So this both the TCP protocols is port number 80 and 443 are accessible anywhere. So let's go to our last option, review, and it will provide all our informations like what security groups we are using, what is the instance type, which server we are using, and instance details we have, storage details, and what is the tag. Then click on the launch button. It will ask the key pair. We have already know how to create the key pair, and just select your key pair and launch. So once you click on the launch, it will take a few minutes to start your Windows server, and this is the server name, Windows server. This is the ID of that, and the status of this one is pending, and once it will be up we can connect this server. So we need to wait some few minutes. Yeah, it is up and running. So we just need to click on the connect button, and here we need to select the RDP client, and it is click on the download, and we have to generate the password. So this password will be generated that we have generated the in previous section, that ppk file. Just click on that one. Okay, it will take some few minutes because the Windows server is recently launched. So just wait for a few minutes. Okay, so this option is up here. So we have to click the key pair, and this is here. Just click on this one, and it will generate the our decrypt password. So just copy this password, okay, and click on your Windows Server RDP, and click on the connect button, and click on your password. Yes. So now we are able to access our Windows Server. So it is going to start. It will take some few minutes to start. Yeah, it is up. Windows Server is up and running. So we can see here. So this. So here we can see that when our Windows Server is like up, here we can see the host name, here we can see the ID, what is the public IP, what is the private IP, what instances we use, what is the availability zone, architecture, and total memory, what is present in that zone, and what is the performance is low to moderate. So this is the way we can launch our AWS Windows Server from AWS console. So guys, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you.